Welcome back at halftime, 7-6, Norristown's leading. Now we have our homecoming floats coming to you. Fourth place tonight is the class of 2002 with a wrestling theme, an eagle wrestling a cardinal, and of course, the eagle is winning. We have our guest referee in the ring, and that is one of the more creative things I've seen. Now we go to the class of 2003 will be coming up next. Class of 2002 gets a nice round of applause. We have a line of students lining up along the railing. This is one of the events that everybody looks forward to on homecoming weekend. Class of 2003 are freshmen this year. They too are going with the wrestling theme. A lot of eagles this year. A lot of people in eagle costumes, and then there's one walking through the stands. We don't know which one's the real one. But every one of them, of course, showing Norristown pride. Of course, this is the first year that all four classes are members of the year 2000. Of course, the graduating class of 2000, first class that will graduate with a 2 at the beginning of their year. In second place in the float competition is the junior class, the class of 2001. They're throwing treats into the crowd. Crowd always loves that. We have some of the juniors spelling out the word juniors. Very obvious, obviously, but. And then we have the Hawaiian theme from the junior class. Nothing Hawaiian feel tonight. Very cold and damp night. Won't see anybody eating pineapples and won't see anybody in a grass skirt. Everybody's bundled up tonight. But a very creative float from the junior class. And then we have the winners of the float competition coming, the class of 2000. They have their whole truck decorated. We have a megaphone in the class of 2000 crowd. They're getting a nice round of applause. The theme, Time's Up for the Cardinals. They have a clock. A very nice job of painting the bookshelf behind the clock. There's about 50 or 60 people crammed into that truck. We'll get back to you and see if that's a fire hazard or not. I have a couple of colorful wigs down there in the crowd. And no, you can't tell me there's going to be a dance routine. Folks, I can't say anything more. I'll let you just watch. A very creative float from the seniors as we have an eagle come out and take the cardinal in with him. Time has expired for the cardinal. That gets a round of applause from the senior class. To give them credit, they have worked very hard on their float, as has everybody else. Everybody always looks forward to homecoming time. It's always nice to see so many people in the class involved with the float. Shows that there are a lot of people who do have school spirit, and they're showing it tonight. And now we get to our Cars of People. Cars are donated by Carfagno Chevrolet, Conacelli Mitsubishi, Sport Chrysler Jeep. And we also want to thank the Silvestrini family, Elizabeth Shine, Tim Fowler, Amy Kabrinsky, Eric Glazer, John Souter, Max Geisler, and George Lazarowitz. In the first car, we have Nicole Brennan, a vote for homecoming queen, escorted by G.W. Hewer. The second car, homecoming queen candidate Janelle Buchanan, escorted by Milton Williams. In the third car, Tasia Dobbs, and she is escorted by a king candidate, Odell Stackhouse. Coming up behind them in the fourth car is Tori Gallagher for homecoming queen, and she's escorted by Chris Molnar. In the next car is Carrie Silvestrini, escorted by Scott Gerando. And the last candidate is Nasir Fowler. He's the king candidate. Now we have some of the football players that will be coming out from the locker room who are also king candidates. Jameel Butler, Matt Spicko, and Troy Swittenberg should be coming from the locker room at any time. Still misting on the field. Not the sunny, bright time that you would hope for as a senior for homecoming, but still a special night for all these folks who are on the field and for everybody here at Roosevelt Field. Always a special night. Homecoming is. Of course, the homecoming events are run down on the field by Mr. Mike Santangelo, a teacher at Norristown Area High School. He's the president of the N Club, and he will be putting the sash around the new homecoming king and queen. And of course, we have last year's homecoming queen, Stephanie Pastilli, who's moved on to bigger and better things in college. And the homecoming queen this year is Miss Tasia Dobbs. Congratulations to that young lady. Fans give her a nice round of applause. Homecoming king and queen are voted for by the students. There were about 70 people nominated. Then it is cut down to 5 people, and then votes are retaken. And down to 1, which is announced tonight. Everybody's been looking forward to it. Nobody is supposed to tell the secret, and now half of the secret is out. The 5 homecoming king candidates are out there right now. So the co-homecoming kings this year. We have 2 as the voting was a tie. Jameel Butler and Matt Spitko. Congratulations to those 2 young men as they are the co-homecoming kings this year. I think out of all the voting, we had a tie between those 2. It's a nice honor for them at halftime, as they have both worked hard on the field tonight. And there they are, the 3 of them, Jameel Butler, Tasia Dobbs, and Matt Spitko. They deserve a nice round of applause. Homecoming kings and queen for this year. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our homecoming activities. We will be back in just a moment to bring you third quarter action from Roosevelt Field. Welcome back to Roosevelt Field. The score is 7-6 at halftime. Norristown leading by the slimmest of margins. Coming back to you after those exciting homecoming activities at halftime. I'm going to congratulate the class of 2000 for the best float of the 4 classes. And we want to congratulate Tasia Dobbs, the homecoming queen, and the homecoming co-kings, Matt Spitko and Jameel Butler.
Greg, I just want to congratulate your senior class, the class of 2000. One of the better floats that I have seen. I like movement in the float. They had the clock. It was beautifully painted. And eventually, with a little bit of coaxing, they got that eagle to come out and take the cardinal back in. So definitely a deserving winner.
And I can't take any credit for it because I really wasn't involved with the float, but on behalf of the senior class, I will gladly accept any thanks, and I will share that with anybody else who gives thanks for that. All four classes obviously doing a great job, as always, preparing the floats.
And of course, as you said, congratulations to the homecoming queen, Tasia Dobbs, and kings Jameel Butler and Matt Spitko. You know, I wish someone had told me that all you have to do to be homecoming king is be a kicker.